What's going on? It's Alexander here. Back with some more Dragon Age Inquisition. We're on to Chapter 3 after all this time. Oh, no, I don't want to go to the quarters. It has been a while. And I do mean a while. Actually, I was going to head to the war room, but actually, I think I do want to go ahead. Don't know if we're allowed to bring anybody. Wait. Why is...
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Okay. I don't know if I should be worried about that or not. I do not remember what all we did last time. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, Blackwall's currently missing. So we're taking Cassandra and Varric. If it'll even let us, I think we should be good. If we can, it wouldn't have told us we could. Right?
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Leliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Wait, Inquisitor? You brought the Inquisitor here? My lord, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
I wish more people would fail to recognize me.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me. They were a little cryptic. Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
They still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday. That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of our most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear. It's terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you
This
seen
just
it by
straight up
sunrise?
tells us.
Done right.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? They're making their move, vying for position, and the sunbird's throne.
What was that?
Looks like we opened something.
Right there.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Leliana, stop. What are you doing?
I'm protecting us. They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thedas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us. Join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Release her, Leliana. She's no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The Divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Alrighty. That means I'm actually going the correct way for the ending I want with Leliana. Back to Skyhold. Because like a while back I had when I tried playing this before, I had done like some research on like, can we make Leliana like less stab happy? And this, from what I remember reading about, this was like the decision to know if you've done it the right way. And to get the good ending of making her the revered mother. Or whatever it was called, forgot.
Appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Ch.3, at your service.
Your name is Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Well, maybe you do. Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Alrighty. First, though, we need to go and talk with Leliana. Do I still need those books? Okay, no, I returned them all. Alright. Couldn't quite remember. We will go through, talk with everybody before we start with our actual, like, clearing of things. That's not the correct way.
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
Ah, Natalie is as persuasive as ever.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it. Niceness before knives, Leliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now.
How have you been feeling since Valence?
Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
This monologue help. Oh, that seems rude. But normally this is like the positive one. That also seems like could be like reinforcing.
You've
Please be
exceeded
that.
her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spymaster left hand or barred. I almost lost myself. I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Both?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Alrighty. Shame charge on you. Pulls the second, still unhappy about his meal plan and tries to get into the pantry. I had to have a bolt installed, and now he whines constantly. The two little ones are still a handful. But good news, I managed to discourage Lay from relieving herself on the silk rug Stinia gave you. Ben, from 2 doors over, has been visiting almost every day to play with the Nugs. He is quite delightful, and Schmooples the second is fond of her. I suspect it is because she brings him sweets from her father's shop. I'd ask her governess to keep her from visiting the house. However, as someone tried to infiltrate it 2 nights ago, an agent of one of the Blanchards, hoping to uncover some of the Nightingale secrets, I neutralized and interrogated him. His ability to withstand questioning was deplorable. To talk to the Blanchards about their spies, all I had to do was push Moople's second in his face, tell him that I hadn't fed the creature that day. Your pet played his part admirably. If is able to depart for Ferelden as soon as possible, I have arranged for a garter to take over Nug keeping Sparrow. So there's nothing else, Leliana, right now?
I'm listening.
I'll leave you to your work.
All right.
Did you know that Seeker Cassandra's ancestor lived for over 120 years?
Any research? Nope. Fiona.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
We've already talked with all those about all that. What about you, Dorian? Anything to say?
Questions.
No.
I should
We
go.
we already have a relationship going on that, like for this character. I guess we should check in with Vivian.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time. The Divine was there, or something like her.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps? Or external memories awakened by your presence? I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Nope. Alrighty. Back down, see if old Solus has anything left to say. We'll make our way towards the war room and then plan out where we're going the rest of this.
My friend.
Journeys. Okay, we've done all those. We'll talk with Varric again before leaving in case there's anything new.
Worship?
I don't want to do that yet.
Yes.
Oh, you always play that one.
Let's
Nope,
speak
not
later.
new.
Farewell.
Alright, to the war room. Get some more things rocking there. This is probably going to be a much longer chapter, by the way. I plan on chapter 4 being the last last main game chapter. course, we still have the DLC after that. But anyways, I'm gonna end this here. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I'm still reeling over